don't want this night to end, do you?
No, I was just going to keep my jersey on and stay here as long as I could, but I think eventually we'll have to go home. But
You got the belt. I mean, what does that say to you?
that was great. I mean, that's just shows how great this locker room is. The group of guys. Donor, can't say enough great things about him. The leader that he is, and just the person that he is in general. It's been a pleasure to know him, and be part of my family's life. And it was just a special night.
It was pretty cool to see you guys taking a photo out there. That's, I mean, I say this with all due respect to the 31-year-old emergency backup goalie. That's probably not going to happen again, even though you're on the list. But that moment right there, that's the first that will linger, right?
Yeah, that is. Have my son be able to get here just in time for the game to start. It was special to have him here for sure.
Now, Tom Fenton got to take warm-ups. I mean, and they messed with his head, and he had to keep his mask and his helmet on. But, I mean, you should go out there for a spin, don't you think?
Yeah, I took a little skate before the game.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
just enough to say I was on the ice. So it was perfect, yeah.
Okay.
Can you give us some of the details? Can you give us just some of the details of today in your life, when you got the call, where you were, how you got here, whole 9 yards?
Yeah, so I was at home with my wife. We have twin boys that are 5 weeks old, and we were giving them a bath. And I got a text from my father-in-law, Stan. He said, Lindy may be hurt. And I kind of laughed and said, really? He goes, yeah, pack your bag. And so I told my wife, I said, I need to go right now. I'm going to play. And she said, you're leaving me with the twins? I said, I'll call your mom. She'll come over and help out. But I got here, about a half hour before the game, just enough time to get dressed and, sit on the bench and hang out and enjoy the win.
Where do you live, and which way did you get here? Was there traffic? Did you have to zigzag?
There's a little bit of zigzagging, a little bit. We're not about a half hour away, just north of Desert Ridge. So traffic was pretty good. Luckily, I didn't have to, break any laws to get here in time.
When's the last time that you were in goalie pads and in this, ready to go if needed?
Well, I skate with the Coyotes alumni because they can never find somebody that wants to play goalie for them. So that keeps me just sharp enough. And I had skated with the team a little bit over the summer, and that's kind of how this whole, emergency backup thing came about. And so I try to stay. I don't think I'm game ready, but just ready in case they need me to sit on the bench.
Do you remember the last time you were in goal, though? Or last time you even played a game?
Competitively?
Yeah.
It probably would have been about 2006. At ASU was probably the last time that I played in
The last time
competitive.
you were just between the goal for like an alumni game or something?
The
like
alumni
that?
game, we actually had a game last Wednesday here. Okay. So it wasn't too far off, but yeah, it was a little different with the caliber of players that are out there today.
So you got Shoney on the phone.
Yeah.
Did you call him in the car on the way?
I did. I called him on the way here. I asked him. I started off to see if he had any scouts here for the game, just to check in. He wasn't sure why. I said, well, if you do, let him know to check out the backup goaltender tonight. And so he got a kick out of it. He called Donnie Maloney, and they had a little chat about it. So it was fun.
Was this your first season being on this emergency backup list?
It was, okay. Yeah. So we laughed about it and joked, how rare it is for something like this to happen, but it came about. So it was definitely fun.
What do you do for a living when you're not?
I work as a relationship manager for a bank.
Okay.
Did you work today?
I didn't work today. Yeah.
It's a holiday.
It is a holiday, banking holiday. Luckily, so we get off. Yeah. They may give me, the afternoon off tomorrow too to go skate with them. So.
If this was a regular day.
If it could have been a regular day, yeah, it may have been.
On a freeway somewhere.
Yeah, most likely on the way home. So luckily, I was home, had my gear, and ready to go.
So how do you just sum this up? I mean,
I don't know if I have the words quite yet. I mean, it will probably take a little bit to soak in. Just go home and sit with my family and just enjoy the night.
Do you get to keep the jersey?
We may sneak it into a bag. We'll find out about that. Yeah.
And you got to be back to get back the belt, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah, we'll see if that tradition keeps going.
what time did you get here?
I think it was about 6:30. So yeah, I got the call just after 6. Got my gear ready and got here as quickly as we could.
And
So.
you signed the amateur.
We signed the contract. Yeah, whatever the
No
necessary
monetary
paperwork.
value, though?
I didn't see anything on there. They brought it in pretty quick and brought it out pretty quick. So yeah.
It's the jersey.
It's the jersey and the experience, exactly. Yeah, there wasn't much reading. It was signing and dressing at the same time. So, yeah.